The intense glow of the full moon reveals an isolated gas station on the edge of a deserted road. The silence is broken by the distant hum of a generator and the wind blowing dry leaves across the ground. The station's fluorescent lights flicker, creating ghostly shadows. Inside the convenience store, there is only one attendant. His name is Harry. He is behind the counter, tired, checking his phone while the background TV broadcasts only static. There's a sense of unease in the air. Harry looks at the clock on the wall. It's 11:45 p.m. Suddenly, a staggering figure emerges from the shadows, illuminated only by the irregular flickering of the station's lights. Its feet drag across the cracked asphalt in tattered and blood-stained shoes. Harry hears a noise at the automatic glass door, which opens and closes on its own, as if malfunctioning. He looks up, intrigued. Guttural breaths and growls can be heard coming from outside. Harry asks who's there but gets no response. He slowly stands up, heart racing, his hands trembling as he grabs a baseball bat hidden behind the counter. The figure moves closer to the door, revealing a decaying face, glazed and empty eyes. It reaches a skeletal hand towards the door, which opens with a mechanical hiss. Terrified, Harry takes a step back, hitting his head on a shelf behind him. The figure enters slowly, one foot after the other, dragging a broken leg. An unbearable, nauseating stench fills the air. "My God!" Harry screams in despair. He raises the baseball bat, but his whole body is shaking with fear. The zombie advances, eyes fixed on him. Suddenly, the power goes out, plunging the store into momentary darkness. When the emergency lights come on, the zombie is just a few feet away from Harry. "No," is the only word Harry can utter, gasping. The zombie continues to advance, arms outstretched. Harry strikes, but the bat slips from his sweaty hands. He falls to the ground, trying to crawl backward, but the zombie is already upon him, rotten teeth bared, ready to sink into his chest. The gas station, now silent, with the full moon illuminating the desolate scene. Only the sound of the wind and the distant echo of Harry's screams break the night's silence. Harry fights desperately against the zombie, trying to push it away. His hands find a shelf beside him, knocking products to the floor. Amid the chaos, he grabs a bottle of alcohol and smashes it over the zombie's head. Shards of glass and liquid scatter everywhere, but the zombie only hesitates for a moment. Harry, in a last-ditch effort, reaches for a lighter in his apron pocket. He lights the lighter and throws it at the zombie, which immediately catches fire. The flames lick the monster's rotting flesh, illuminating the store with an infernal orange light. Harry struggles to his feet, watching the flaming zombie thrash and scream. He breathes heavily, still in shock, as the flames consume the zombie's body. The store begins to fill with smoke. Staggering, Harry exits through the front door, coughing and trying to catch his breath. He gets as far from the burning building as possible, looking back only once to see the store being engulfed by flames. He stops in the middle of the deserted road, wounded and exhausted, but alive. "I need to get out of here," he says to himself. He begins to walk down the dark road, illuminated only by the moonlight and the distant glow of the flames, determined to find help before the night brings more horrors.